Joining our conversation, MSNBC science contributor Laurie Garrett, Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist, Foreign Policy magazine columnist, and health policy analyst, and one of our most favorite people to get to talk to. People, I think, feel relieved that there's a message coming from the White House that they're on top of it, that Tony Fauci has been released. But the science news, the virus news, is getting scarier by the day. Can you make sense of those two things?
Well, we clearly have adults in the room, so that's bringing everybody a sense of hope. And the adults that are in the room, referring to Washington and the White House, are saying, look, we're going to roll this vaccine out. We're going to solve these problems. However, let's be very clear. We're really not talking about increasing the volume of vaccines reaching the states particularly much, because we already are at over 940,000 doses a day going out the door, and the president's target is 1 million. That's not a huge difference, and that's not going to get us to anything close to the ease of some semblance of herd immunity before the fall, if not late winter 2021. So we have to increase the pace. Now, we were counting on some new vaccines and solid efficacy of the two existing vaccines. But what we're seeing now is some real disappointments. Both of its potential COVID vaccines have failed in the latest round of studies, and they're dropping their efforts entirely. And AstraZeneca is coming before the European Medicines Agency, which is the European version of the FDA, this week, and supposedly is going to reveal the very bad news that less than 10% protection is afforded by that vaccine for senior citizens. So that's not going to be a viable product for us, because the FDA has said we're not going to approve anything with less than 50% efficacy. And Johnson & Johnson and Novavax are the two remaining front runners in the pipeline. Novavax probably won't have enough clinical trial data to go before the FDA until March, but Johnson & Johnson may very well come through with some startling data sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we're all sort of on tenterhooks for that one, because they have claimed, based on their early phase 1 and 2 data, that they could go with a single dose, which would, of course, obviate a tremendous level of hassle and difficulty that we're experiencing in trying to roll out our 2-dose regimen for either the Moderna or Pfizer products. Now, probably by now, Nicole, you and all the viewers are getting confused, who's making what. Bottom line here is, if our concern were the viruses that were presented to us 3 months ago, what was circulating in America 3 months ago, we have 2 good vaccines. And if we could just get them to everybody, we'll be fine. But we're in a race against new forms of the virus that are emerging everywhere that we look. We've seen a couple emerge in Ohio. One has emerged in California. We clearly have the Brazil strain to worry about, the South Africa strain, and the British variant. And of course, as you noted up front, Prime Minister Boris Johnson is telling the world that the British variant is 30% deadlier than so-called routine COVID. So we have a lot to contend with, and it's really a race. It's a race against the emergence of the variant strains. Can we get America vaccinated before these new, potentially much more transmissible and possibly deadlier forms of the virus hit our country widespread?
Laurie, I want to see if you can explain something to me about the new variants and the mutations. Do Moderna and Pfizer, do they keep testing when the strain changes to make sure that the vaccine works against the new strains?
They do, Nicole, and they're using lab tests. But I think, we have to all take a deep breath and realize that the way under Operation Warp Speed, the actual trials were designed to get vaccines through really fast. There isn't actually any mandate that the drug makers demonstrate that their vaccine prevents one person from giving virus to another person. So in other words, you and I could both get vaccinated. Let's say you got Pfizer and I got Moderna, and we could sit down in a room together and feel like maybe we don't need to wear our masks. We don't need to find where is it and cover our faces because you have your vaccine and I have mine. But we don't actually have proof that that's true, even for routine forms of COVID. Now you throw in the new variants, and we're being reassured that the vaccines work, but reassured based on lab studies, not on human clinical trials.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.